At the back of your calf, you have two main muscles. You have your gastrocnemius, and deep within the gastrocnemius, you have your soleus. What's interesting about the soleus muscle is that it not only brings your foot down into plantar flexion along with the gastrocnemius, but it also acts as a pump to pump the fluid out of your legs and back to the heart via the veins and the lymphatic system. If this muscle becomes weak or deconditioned or just not being used enough, then you're going to be more susceptible to developing fluid within your ankles. So in this video, I'm going to show you my top 3 exercises to help strengthen and utilize this muscle more to help pump the fluid out of your ankles and decrease that ankle swelling. Let's begin. Hello, my name is Dr. Stephen Hume. I'm a chiropractor currently based in Didcot, and in this video we're going to be looking at ankle swelling. Now, ankle swelling can be caused by a whole variety of different things. It can be caused by things such as heart, kidney or liver issues, as well as previous surgeries, injuries or broken bones, particularly around the ankle, or infection in the legs such as cellulitis. The number one thing you need to do if you started developing swelling within the legs or the ankles is to visit your doctor to find out what's firstly causing it and then start the appropriate treatment depending on what is causing it. Once you've started that appropriate treatment, then you can use what I'm about to go through in this video to help further reduce the swelling in the ankles if you still have that problem. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there's a muscle at the back of your calf called the soleus. The soleus is partly responsible for helping to pump the fluid out of your legs. The fluid is pumped via your veins as well as your lymphatic vessels. And your veins are not like your arteries. Your veins are more passive structures and therefore rely on more the pressure that can be generated through the muscles of your leg to pump the fluid out. The problem is that if your muscles are deconditioned, particularly the soleus, or you're just not using it enough, you're not going to be pumping the fluid out as much, and therefore you're going to be more susceptible to ankle swelling. So the exercises that I'm about to go through are designed to help strengthen and use these muscles more to help pump the fluid out and therefore reduce the swelling. So the first exercise is going to be a calf raise. What you're going to need for this one is any kind of ledge or step, or you can use the bottom of your stairs, or you can just do this on the ground. If you use a ledge, then we can get more range of motion when we do it. You're simply just going to step onto the ledge, and then you're simply going to raise your heels up, so coming onto your tiptoes more as high as you can, and then you're going to slowly lower yourself all the way down. And you're just going to go up and down, and you can do that for as many reps as you can take. Well, I'll suggest about 10 or 12 reps, and then you're going to do 3 sets of that. So 3 sets of 10 to 12. That's going to help strengthen the muscle, and it's also going to help use the muscle, so help pump the fluid out. Now, if you're on a ledge, you might want to use something to stabilize yourself. So I would suggest hold onto a stick. You might want 2 sticks, or hold onto a table or something that's nearby. If you're doing it on the stairs, then you should be able to just hold the banister. So make sure you don't fall over with this exercise. Then the second exercise is going to be a plantar flexion strengthening exercise using a TheraBand and with our legs elevated. So the reason why we elevate our legs is because as we elevate the legs, we can utilize gravity to help push that fluid back. So what you're going to need is a TheraBand. This is basically any kind of stretchy band. And you're going to place it over your toes with your feet elevated on some kind of surface that you can see how I'm doing here. You then put the TheraBand over the toes, and then you're just going to do the same action that we did with the heel raises. So you're just going to bring the toes all the way down, and then you're going to bring it all the way back towards you. So you're going to create this pumping action while the legs are slightly elevated. This is really going to help to utilize that soleus to pump the fluid back out as well as strengthening it. So those are the 2 main exercises I would really suggest to help strengthen this muscle. Now the other thing, the third thing, is going to be exercise. Particularly walking is very good because you're using this muscle, but you're using it for a long period of time. So the more exercise you can do, the more walking you can do. You can also do running or even cycling. I think walking might be a bit better than cycling. You probably tend to use the soleus a little bit more with the walking. Doing nice long walks every single day will keep this muscle working. It will keep it nice and strong. It will also keep pumping the fluid out of the legs. Now, the last thing I would really suggest, and this is commonly suggested, particularly by doctors, if you're really suffering with swollen ankles, is to put some compression around your lower leg. So the common thing that is done is to get some compression socks. So you just need something to create a bit of pressure in your leg just to help almost squeeze that fluid out. The more pressure that there's there, the easier it is for the veins to push it out. If the calf is quite lax, then it's not going to be able to do it as well. And this is why you want to increase the tone within the muscle, because the more tone you have, so the more strength or tightness you have around that calf, then the more pressure you're going to have to push the fluid out. So the number one thing you want to do is strengthen your soleus, strengthen your gastrocnemius, so basically strengthen your calf and generally your leg muscles. And then if you're still getting issues, then you can use these compression socks just to add a little bit more pressure within the area, particularly while you're trying to strengthen that muscle to then further help get the fluid out. So I hope that's helpful. They are my main top tips if you're suffering with a swollen ankle. As I said, if you have recently developed swollen ankles and you don't know why and you haven't spoken to someone like a doctor, then do visit your doctor to get the cause sorted there. Thank you again for watching. If you are enjoying this type of content, then please don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this one, and I will see you on my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.